Knoxville, Tennessee, November 17, Drew Lock. 2019 NFL Draft. Missouri won the game, 50-17. Photo by Donald Page, Getty Images. The 2019 NFL Draft is going to be here before we know it, and the Reese's Senior Bowl is going to be one of the most important events in the process leading up to it. This 2019 Senior Bowl is split up between the North team and the South team. Both of the former Texas football standouts will be competing for the North team. The two players from the Texas football program that are set to compete in this year's Senior Bowl this coming weekend include breakthrough defensive end Charles Omenihu and athletic cornerback Chris Boyd. There were a few former Texas football players competing in the NFLPA Collegiate Bowl and East-West Shrine game last weekend. Those former Texas football players participating in the NFLPA Bowl and the Shrine game included offensive tackle Calvin Anderson, offensive guard Patrick Bahe, tight end Andrew Beck, and defensive tackle Chris Nelson. There's a good number of Texas alumni vying for solid positioning in the 2019 NFL Draft. This is just the start of the scouting events and showcase games leading up to the 2019 NFL Draft. This 2019 Reese's Senior Bowl promises a ton of action, loaded rosters, and good insight into some of the 2019 NFL Draft class on both sides of the ball. It kicks off at 1:30 p.m. CT on Jan. 26 at Neyland Stadium in Mobile, Alabama, home of the South Alabama Jaguars. Here's a definitive look into the 15-2019 NFL Draft prospects worth watching in the Reese's Senior Bowl, including those from the Texas Longhorns football program participating in the festivities on Jan. 26. Next, 15. Sutton Smith, outside linebacker, page 2 Detroit, Michigan, in November 30. Kyle Pugh. Northern Illinois won the game 30-29. Photo by Gregory Seamus, Getty Images. The 2019 NFL Draft is going to be a loaded class at nearly every position that encompasses the front seven. There's a little bit of everything that NFL teams can choose between in the first 2 days of the 2019 NFL Draft. Names like Michigan's Rashawn Gary and Houston's Ed Oliver are going to highlight this front seven class. One of the players included in that group is the standout former edge rusher for the Northern Illinois Huskies, Sutton Smith. For the past 2 seasons, Smith was one of the nation's sack leaders. He mostly flew under the radar due to the fact that he played his college ball at a MAC program like Northern Illinois. However, that doesn't excuse NFL scouts from passing up the opportunity to follow Smith in Senior Bowl drills, workouts, and the game itself this week. He posted 124 total tackles, 56.5 tackles for loss, and 29 sacks over the course of the past 2 seasons with Northern Illinois. To get his shot at making an impact to gain some respect from NFL scouts ahead of the draft. The 6'1" and 235-pound edge rusher is going to be a ways down draft boards with how loaded this class is with pass rushers. Draft Analyst has Smith listed as a mid-round pick for the 2019 NFL Draft, but his stock is rising. This is the type of prospect that can have a very big late gain in his stock as we get closer to April. Next, 14. Amani Oruwariye, cornerback, page 3. Use your arrows to browse State College, PA, September 1. Amani Oruwariye. Photo by Justin K. Getty Images. The savior for the Penn State Nittany Lions to open the 2018 regular season against a stingy opponent with the Appalachian State Mountaineers, defensive back Amani Oruwariye deserves to get some good looks during the Senior Bowl. One of his 3 interceptions this past season came in that narrow victory for Penn State over Appalachian State. Oruwariye brings the prototypical size that NFL scouts are looking for out of a next-level defensive back to the table. His measurables should along garner him some extra recognition as a Day 2 selection for the 2019 NFL Draft. At 6'1" and 205 pounds, Oruwariye has the size to contend with a good portion of NFL wide receivers. Moreover, there's more names to watch for the North team than for the South team in the Senior Bowl. Oruwariye is one of the numerous corners on this team that could stand out in Senior Bowl practice this week. According to accounts from Pro Football Weekly, Oruwariye opened eyes with some of his workouts in the early portion of Senior Bowl week. Numerous teams that have needs at cornerback could dig deep to find Oruwariye in what is a thin draft class at this position. Pro Football Weekly mentioned the Oakland Raiders as a possible suitor for Oruwariye. But the number of teams interested in scouting him will be growing as Senior Bowl week moves along. Next, 13. I'm in Marshall, cornerback. Use your arrows to browse.